This Texas-based company has made some of the best accessories for their latest model called the Stellar Falcon, like a fireproof battery bag. It ain't burning. They made a front basket with the cover. Never seen that before. You got a stern bag mounted onto the front basket. It's insulated and just gives you quick and easy access. There's a trunk bag that just mounts to the rear rack. And then you got these cool cycling gloves that are breathable and padded and are super easy to take off with just these two loops. Whoop, whoop. These guys are kind of taking bougie bike riding to a whole new level. And I like it. I'll talk more about the accessories in just a minute, but first let me give you an overview of the bike. Okay, a couple things that you guys need to know about this company. First, they're a US-based company. They're in Texas, and I actually met the founder at CES about 3 years ago. He was there promoting their first model. So these guys have been around for about 3 to 4 years. And there's been a lot of guys on YouTube that have been reviewing these bikes, and so if you do like this bike, you can check out E-Bike Escape, Citizen Cycle, Electric Bike Report, electricbikereview.com, and Rust is Right. All those guys have had a chance to ride this one or the other model that these guys make. And if you don't trust me or those other guys, you can actually go to one of their stores. They have about 100 scattered from coast to coast, and you can test ride one of their bikes. And then if you did want to pick it up and you're a member of the armed forces, they do offer a military discount. I salute that. Now this is one of your more mid-level commuter bikes. It's a little bit more spendy at $2,100. It comes in 4 colors and in mid-step, which is what I have here, and low step. It comes with a 2-year warranty, and of course you got free shipping. It's a little bit heavier for a commuter bike at 74 pounds, but can carry a rider up to 350 pounds. Now let me walk you through the bike from front to back. You got some higher-end Tektro mineral hydraulic brakes. All the wiring in front is wrapped, which is clean and tight. There's a very bright headlight. And in the advanced settings, if you hold the plus and minus down, if you go to light mode, you can turn that to flash. And look at that flashing. This is an accessory, and the mirror is an accessory, which I'll talk about in just a minute. Moving down, you have aluminum fenders, and then some Schwalbe hands damp tires, which has some pretty gnarly tread on those. Next, you have SR Suntour suspension. This is air suspension. In the cockpit, you have some wing-tipped, nice-feeling grips. They are locked onto the handlebars, so they don't move. There's a thumb throttle with a nice-feeling rubber textured pad on it. Next is a color LCD screen with 5-pedal assist levels that change in color as you go up. Below that is a USB-C port, so you can charge your phone. And then this stem is adjustable, so you can lower or raise up the handlebars. There's an 8-speed trigger style shifter, push to go down, hold to go up. I like the look and sound of this bell. The frame is absolutely beautiful. It's got a glossy finish to it, and I can't find any welding scars. Not up by the head tube, underneath the saddle, down by the cranks. Everything is just super smooth. You got a large saddle. It feels nice, but it is a little bit hard. Underneath, there's some suspension. And then this is one of my favorite features about the bike. This is Suntour seat post suspension. I'll talk more about that later. Moving towards the back of the bike, you have a rack that's bolted onto the frame, a Shimano Altus derailleur, pretty cool looking chain guard, Wellgo lightweight pedals, an internal battery, a 750 watt motor, and then a blinking tail light. Before I take this out and do all the performance tests and all that stuff, I want to talk more about the accessories. And the first thing I want to talk about is the battery bag. With the bag, you do have a handle so you can carry it. Then there's 2 straps. It's Velcroed. You just pop the battery right in there. Close it up, and then just roll it a couple times. Put this flap over, and just buckle it back together. I showed you earlier that this is fireproof. Ooh, yeah, get a little hot there. Now this is also water resistant. The next accessory is this stern bag. Slide it in, slide it out. If you're worried about it coming out, you can actually pull these drawstrings. There's a small pocket on the outside. Put some cash, your keys in there, and that just Velcros to the basket. In the front, you have a basket with a liner that just Velcros onto the basket. Pretty easy. But then it has this flexible cover on it. So there's a zipper over here. You just unzip it. There's a zipper in the back. Zipper on the side, a mesh pocket that can fit a medium-sized thermos. There's another pocket on the other side, and then you got a large mesh pocket on the bottom. It is deep enough to put a helmet in, and the reason why I like this is because if you do have anything of value in there, you can keep it out of sight, out of mind. Well, people can't see, people aren't gonna steal. That's my philosophy of life. The next accessory these guys sell is a rear view mirror that's pretty large and you can adjust. On the back of the rack is the trunk bag. There's 2 buckles. And this folds up and then unzip it. And when that's fully extended, that rises up another 6-7 inches from its condensed form. So you can put a lot of stuff in here, like this bike lock that they have. And then these cycling gloves. They're just super lightweight, they're padded. This is anti-skid fabric. And with most gloves that are like this, they're kind of hard to get off. But again, these ones are just nice and easy with the 2 loops. Let me just throw these in there. And then you have enough room to put another helmet. And you could actually put some more stuff in there too, but I'll just leave it as is. Zip it up. These buckles are adjustable, so if you need to extend them, you just pull them out. On the side of this bag is another zipper. In the front is a deep pocket. So this pocket will almost completely swallow up this bottle. On the other side, you have some loops you can hang stuff from. There's 2 of them. And then above those is another zipper. In the back, there's another hoop you can connect something to. But then this is my favorite pocket because if you open this, it gives you a quick access to the main pocket. So there's my gloves and there's my lock. And that way you don't have to unbuckle everything if you just want to quickly put something in or take something out. That wraps up all the accessories. So let's take it for a spin and see how it performs. Now what you have for power is a 750 watt motor. And then in the advanced settings, you can change a lot on how you want that power to be delivered. The first thing you can do is change this bike from a cadence to a torque sensor. With cadence sensor e-bikes, all you have to do is keep the pedals turning. And you can top out the bike as long as you're in the highest pedal assist level. On torque sensor mode, how much power the motor gives you depends on how much pressure you put in the pedals. The way that I like to look at it is cadence sensor is a nice relaxing ride. With the torque sensor, it's more of a workout. You gotta earn the speed. The second thing you can change is the ride style. In the advanced settings, there's the 4 options, Eco, Tour, Sport, and Turbo. If I click on Turbo, it gives you 2 more options, timing and then power assist. If you click timing, then it gives you 3 more options, which are low, medium, and fast. And what that does is tell the motor how quick to deliver the power when you start to pedal. If you want the power to come on sooner, then you want to select fast. The next one is power assist. And you got 3 levels with this, low, medium, and high. That's gonna tell the motor how much power to send. So if you want the power to hit hard and fast, set it to high. If you want it to gradually come on, set it to low. I wanna show you the difference between the 2. So this is on turbo mode with everything set to low versus everything set to high. If you wanted to cut the power more, just lower the pedal assist levels. Here's the difference in power between all pedal assist levels. Now when you set it to turbo mode and you have everything maxed out, you can hit 28 miles an hour. That is a good speed for a commuter bike. Yes. You can also hit that top speed with just the throttle. And if you turn the pedal assist level down to 0, the throttle still works, like you still got juice. If you don't like that, then you can go into the advanced settings and turn the throttle off. Now I gotta give these guys some respect for making their own controller. A lot of companies don't do that. And I thought they did a pretty good job because it's pretty reactive. If I stop pedaling, power cuts off right away. And then when I re-engage, there's half a revolution before the power comes on, and that's on the cadence sensor. On the torque sensor, it comes on even faster. With the throttle, when I hit that, comes on right away. If I release, cuts off right away. Let's talk about range for a second. In the frame, there's a 48 volts, 14 amp hour battery. This is SGS and UL certified. Takes about 6 hours for a full recharge, and they say can take you up to 70 miles. You'd have to be going pretty slow to hit that, but you could. The last thing I want to talk about is the ride and feel and just noises and things like that. The motor, I don't know if you can hear that, but it's a little loud. But as far as cracks, creaks, other noises, you really don't have any. Balance is pretty awesome. I can easily ride this without any hands. Motor comes on pretty gentle. I like the posture this bike gives. As I mentioned earlier in the review, you can lower the handlebars down about another 4 to 5 inches. So if you wanted a more aggressive riding posture, you can do that. But for a commuter bike, I like to sit up a little bit higher, so I've got them pulled back. I got a slight bend to my back, but for the most part, it's pretty upright. As far as comfort, that's where these guys really put their focus on, because you have Suntour seat post suspension with 70 millimeters of travel. Then you have Air front fork suspension from Suntour with 110 millimeters of travel. There's Schwalbe Hans Damp all-terrain tires. That is a higher end tire. I think it's pretty interesting that they put those tires on this bike because you have this very relaxed commuter style frame and then just these beefy, gnarly off-road tires. There you go, guys. That wraps up the Euphree Stellar Falcon. If you want a bougie ride with all the bougie accessories, I've got the link below. I'll try to snag a coupon code to save you a few bucks if you do want to pick this up. As always, I appreciate you guys hopping on here and checking out my content, and I'll see you on the next one. You freed me from the stress of wondering when the motor was going to come on. Okay, that was bad.